Hi guys, Jared O'Neill here, Castle Decorating. So, it's Saturday afternoon and unfortunately I'm still in work, and it's always the same way coming up to Christmas. I always say I'm going to try and finish a few days before Christmas Eve, but it never happens. Um, I've done a few videos last week. I'm on a job at the minute, it's a full house. And on that job, I think I mentioned there's a hand painted kitchen, there's furniture to do, and decorating the whole house. But this job here, Gary's been on this job, and basically I'm here today to cross line the walls. And I'm well on at the minute, as you can see. So I've a strip to go, a four strip to come down here, the same length, and then as I go further down, there's a couple of strips that are a bit longer. So the ceilings are finished, the woodwork's finished, bar this panel wood and window frame. The colour on the ceiling is brilliant white matte, and the colour on the woodwork, you can see in the background, the picture rail, the door frame and stuff, spindles, is colour trained milk teeth. It looks white, but it actually is a real soft white. There's a wee hint of cream in it, but very little. And it really is a nice colour. So what I'm doing is to say, I have to work today, I have to work tomorrow, and then I'm back to my other job on Monday, and then I'm back here on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday to hang. It's a big pattern on this staircase, so I'm reckoning about 2 to 3 days to put the finished paper on. So I'll have to get the linen paper on by tomorrow. And so I'm just doing a short video, and as you can see in the background here, this is the high wall here. If you look at the back here, again look at the background, I've got the frieze done. Now, so above the picture rail, the frieze is going white. I only lined that today, so it's to get a couple of coats of white emulsion. And then from the picture rail down, cross line it, and then a finished paper going on. So I'll stick up a sheet here ready to go on. And I'm sure you all know, you have, when you're hanging a finished wallpaper, you cross line the wall, and so I'll put this sheet on for you and give you an idea how I'll go about it. Now the picture rail in the background here is straight. I put the spirit level up, so I'm just going to run my edge along that spirit level, or sorry, the picture rail, and then I'll just bring it down. It is very important to make sure your first sheet is straight, and then the rest will flow in for you. Same we're hanging a finished wallpaper, So here we go. Get this here up. If you just keep a wee eye, I have to go up down here and walk back up again. So it is quite, as you can see, it is quite high down here. There's 4 strips the same length, and then there's about another 3 or 4 that go out further into the hall here. But very straightforward. There we go. It's all folded up. Just put the edge of the linen paper on below the picture rail, like so. As you can see. Just make sure there's no kinks in it and it's going on smooth. Just level it out with your hand and get your smoother. Like so. Just going to put my foot onto the handrail here and pop this into the door frame, just to set it in place, like so. And there we go. just have to trim each side here. And I say these walls here, I had to strip these walls. Gary stripped them, sanded them all down, filled them where they needed to be filled with 2-ply filler, and sanded the filler down, and then sized the walls because they were all quite dry. And after the walls are sized, what I do is whenever they're dry, I give them another wee light sand before I put this linen paper on, you know. So there we go. I'll just get my wee straight edge here and trim it. And you always hear me saying, always bring a sponge with me. Clean sponge, wipe everything down. You know, doesn't take long to do it, you know. And just trim down this edge here. So, and again, just give the paste a wee light on that there. So as you can see here, the frieze, as I say, it's getting painted and the way the mulching, and from the picture reel down, there's a finished paper going on. So I'd like to have a wee walk around the job here. I'll just trim this wee bit here first. Just into the door frame here. There we go. And just get the wee sponge, wipe off the excess paste. So there we go. Now I'll just let you have a wee look at this job end. So there you go. So as you can see, there's a nice feature window there, and there's a bit of new panel wood which was fitted to that wall after it was all stripped. And you can see the frieze there. See just there, that wee corner there, you can see where the linen paper is just hanging over the edge. So what I do is I let that dry, bit of sandpaper on the edge of it tomorrow, and that just peels off. You get a nice edge on it there. And you can see all the old original door frames done in milk teeth colour trend. They're old frames, you know, skirting boards, door saddles, all the strings down. There's new carpet down. This is new panel wood. So this has had 2 coats of colour trend prime on acrylic primer, and it's had 1 coat of the milk teeth. It's to get a finished coat. And there's the wall I'm working on at the minute. As you can see, that's the strip I put on there. And there we go, you can see all the filling that had to be done in this wall here. I'll go down to the hall. So I'll just show you up there. So I had to bring that linen paper down into the hall. And I'll just pop this wee light on here, if I can find it. Quite dark in here. There we go. Ah. So here we go, this is the hall. So there's the front door, it's a pre-finished door. And again, skirting board's finished, door frames are finished. The doors have to get 2 coats of varnish. They've had light sand. As you can see, all the walls are all sanded and filled. There's nice smooth finish in those walls for the linen paper. And around here, you can see all the spindles are finished as well. Another couple of doors frames. So there you go. And so what I'll do is, if I get a chance, when I'm hanging it, there's a big pattern paper going on here. It's a pastel wallpaper, so I'll maybe do a wee video on that there when I'm hanging the wallpaper. Anyway, thanks a lot. Anybody any questions on cross lining, what's needed, preparation, anything like that, sure, by all means send me a message. Thanks, bye.